Howdy. This week we want to look at the topics of purpose and spreading. What is the human being's purpose in life? And with that, what does it mean to spread the gospel in the world around us? What we want to do is we want to link the two of those because we want to make sure that spreading the gospel doesn't just turn into a pyramid scheme. You see, oftentimes when people think of what it means to be a Christian, it turns into a series of tasks. Read your Bible, go to church, take your kids with you, get other people to go with you. It sounds in a lot of ways like a pyramid scheme. You get others to go with you, and then the more people that are there, the happier you'll be because more people are there. But this seems to be a very strange cyclical way of looking at what faith is meant to be. And on top of that, whenever we think of the message of salvation, we have to ask the question, are we going to heaven just to get in a door? Or is there a life that we're meant to be living both now and on the other side? Because if we keep thinking of heaven as being this, okay, we're here on earth and then God has a door to escape hell by going through Jesus, and then you get to go to heaven and then you're not in hell. Something seems a little bit empty about that. Like, why would God create things in such a way as to then just say, okay, now come through me, or else your entire existence falls into nothingness and despair? Isn't there a deeper purpose? Isn't there more to what it means to follow after Christ than just to not burn for all of eternity? And more than that, isn't there more to spreading the gospel than just saying, go to church with me so you can also get through this door with me? It seems like there's something bigger, something deeper at work here. And so what we want to do is we want to look at a larger picture of the purpose of the human life in connection with spreading the gospel of salvation. We want to see it all together as one large whole. So what we want to do is read a little bit from Micah 6. It says, starting at verse 6, "With what shall I come before the Lord, and bow myself before God on high? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with 10,000s of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you, but to do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God?" So what we're seeing in this is not just that we're supposed to be spending all of our time sacrificing. This isn't just, oh, hey, to make God happy, you've got to give. That's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to be the human beings that God has desired us to be. But when we see our purpose, we also see why it is that we need God, why it is that we need to be humble in his presence, and why it is that we need Jesus. Because in order to know justice and mercy and humility, then what we truly see is that we are created by the God who made us, saved by Jesus out of the old and into the new, and empowered by his Spirit into that new life. And so this week we want to spend time seeing what that larger purpose is and seeing how that connects to spreading the gospel with the rest of the world. And so this week, what I want to ask you is to start off this question of, when you see your life, what do you ultimately see your goals as being? And how is it that you're living into your purpose?